something that came in new, man, I really have to greet you. Let me say thanks, man. You really nailed it, yeah? You really did your part, man. You know, as I was seated somewhere there in a corridor, you know, I never wanted to show my face, you know. I never wanted to show my face, but I wanted just to feel the vibe. The way you were just, you know. Then, congratulations, my brother.
Thanks, bro.
And of course, you are most welcome for the fresh week. We always give you the best each and every single Monday. We make sure that we start from the bottom, and then we get to the top. And of course, Amosh, you're most welcome.
Thank you so much. Viewers, you're most welcome for this show here. This is CHUKU CHUKU that runs every single weekdays from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So you're most welcome.
How are you doing, my brother?
I'm okay. I'm just doing my best.
But of course, I'm talking about your best. How was your weekend? Because for me, if you ask me about my weekend was, should I say, which other best word I can use? First, borrow me some words.
I don't know what I can give you, but of course, the weekend has been good on my side. Actually, this has been one of the weekends that has really made my day. Because, you know,
it just appears on your, in your body.
Yeah, it's a time that we're all trying to take back our children to school. And, you know, so over the weekend, at least, I got something small. Yes. Yeah, for a start, I got something small for a start. So, big up to all my fans outside there who really supported me so much. More especially, I think we had the biggest vibe in Capital One. We had our producer, the boy.
Yeah, the boy was there.
He joined the dancing floor. He was also there. I was so happy.
You know, for the first time, I've been with this guy, you know, in so many happenings, seeing him dance and not showing my face. You know, the boy, I recommended him as one of the good dancers, you know, around, because I don't know whether it was the music that you know that gave him the morale, but I would wish one day to see my friend. You know, that is Boniface dancing, you know, on a dance floor. Not only Boniface, even Benson, because when you look at Benson, you know Benson, right?
Yes.
One of the best sport analysts that we have. You know, when it comes to sports, he knows what he's doing each and every single time. So I would wish, you know, to meet these people dancing. I've seen Christine Okumuringa dance, and I've seen who else? I've seen Hope dance, and I've seen Fancy dance at the same time. But of course, I've seen a couple of these people dance, but I've never set my eyes on the, Boniface dancing. I've slightly disowned. Sometimes back when we had something in Nebi, remember?
Yeah.
When we yeah.
One thing that I want to say.
Andy, I'm giving you the number. But now looking at Daisy, Kajik Daisy, the boss lady, you know, when it comes to dancing, she's also another problem. You understand? Kajik Daisy, when you want to know whether she can dance, yeah, you touch that button, she will show you. But of course, Boniface,
and now
Boniface and Mary,
what I know
these are the people that I've never set my eyes on them dancing. But of course, I know when it comes to gospel kind of thing, Mary is also one of the best. She knows how to do that, but it's okay. So
the combination of Mary and the boss lady, for them they like gospel. I think it's a good one. Having
there's one funny thing with our boss lady. She's versatile.
No, but
let me tell you. When you come traditionally, the Agwara dance, Ndara, even Aburaka, I know slightly so,
but there is somewhere where someone
specializes. When it comes to that, she's also. That's why I'm saying that she's versatile.
But there's where you are good in. You can dance any type of music. But what I know very well that she loves so much gospel music. That's why her area where she puts more concentration.
So boss lady stands in with
Mary.
With the Mary.
Yeah.
Where do you take Job, Mr. Job, the senior Mr. Job? Yeah.
Mr. Job, I don't know much about him.
You don't want to be fired, eh?
No, I don't know much about him. But what I know is that, you know, everyone has that you have your good time. When you have your good time and you are happy, your pocket is is having something, yes, you can maybe shake a little bit and make sure that maybe you release the stress that maybe you had over the weekend.
But of course, when it comes to dancing, in let me say Chuku Chuku team, Liz is the worst dancer, and you.
Of course, for me, I'm not a dancer. I'm a DJ, professional DJ.
So for you, you provoke them.
No, my work is to entertain.
No, to provoke, so that they can get
so
that they can get on their feet.
Yes, my work is to entertain people. I play music people to make people happy, and then to make people forget about their problems, to make people connecting people through music and so on. So I don't see why I should involve myself to dance like a favor dance.
No, there's a way. There's a way. I've seen a couple of DJs. Yeah. Like most especially one of some of these. I've been following this this DJ from South Africa. I've forgotten the name. This is the guy. This is the timetable. Yeah. Let me say this is the table. How do this? You know the
player.
The player. This is the player. But the guy keeps on, that is the laptop where you are, and the guy is here, jogging with these things. There's a way he dances, feels, most especially when he's playing a piano, yeah? There's a way he gives the fans there. Even if you're not dancing, trust me, if I'm told it's boring, there's a way he twists your mind, There's a way he twists your mind by his dancing, the dance style, the dance moves, to make you also, start,
Yeah, Saj, one thing that I want us to talk about is over the weekend so many things happened. We had PSG, Kongs. PSG won the game. It was a good one for the first time, a team like that winning. Good enough, that's a part of entertainment, but it's not part of our show. So Kongs PSG and the fans outside there. Then I want us to talk about the album, the Baby Cool album. Because the other time when we came here, I had not listened to the songs, but this time here I've listened to all the songs and I have all the songs. So I listened to and I was trying to find out, which songs has worked for me and which have not worked for me. And I know even you personally, you have your song that has worked for you. And the other song that didn't work for you in the album, the 16 songs.
The Break the Chain.
So Break the Chain album, the Break the Chain album. But I think the certain thing which that the big man, big size, Baby Cool has done well, and the certain thing that I feel like which we are lacking in the listening party, that should have been done if really that he wants to break the chain. Because the chain that he's breaking now is an upcoming artist when it comes to international level. Here, yes, we know he has done so a couple of music, almost 25 and above years he has been in the field. But right now, when it reaches that international level, I think basically is now going to become upcoming, because the likes of Joseph Baraka, for them, they have already crossed the bridge. They are right there. So, yeah, the Diamond doesn't now they have gone. No, Diamond, one of the things that he has giving, he always gives us a hit every year. Ugandans, whether you even dance to the music that you even don't understand.
The meaning.
The meaning. And I hear even some of the DJs in Uganda, they are on payroll, so they keep on pushing the music. So that's how big the brand is. So basically, I feel that let's maybe, one thing I wanted to ask you is that I don't know whether you have listened to the music which are there in the album. I want to get your view. Is the album going to work? And if it's going to work, how is it going to work? And which song are they going to start with? Because you can't promote all the songs in the album. We have seen the likes of the video last time when he had his album, Timeless album. Some of the songs did not work out. Some of the songs worked out. Around, I think, the video, that album, Timeless, I think around 3 songs that worked out. No Competition, and the rest. But I feel that Feelings. So this time now we are looking at our own. That is the big size, Baby Cool, Break the Chain album. According to you, have you listened to the music, the songs which are there?
Actually, I tried listening to the one he did with Joshua Baraka and Yami Holiday.
Check.
Yeah, check. And then I looked at, I also listened to Hips Don't Lie. Yeah.
Afrotech.
The Afrotech. Yeah. So now, the thing is, when you ask me about that, let me first start with that very day of, of the launch, the listening party. Of course, so many artists are also complaining about that they have not been invited. Yeah. This is the rights of Natty Nathan, John Black, and of course, they were not invited. That's why they didn't turn up for that. So now, when you look at that, and of course, when you look at the songs, the 16 songs in the album of the Break the Chain album, the 16 songs, and of course, you see a song. When you listen to a song, it does not give a hit there and then. And of course, when you give it time, listening here, that's when you will know that this song is gonna work out. But of course, out of the 16 songs, for me, according to me, with what I've seen, Circumference is already a flop. Yeah. Circumference, that is according to me. Looking at the airwaves, you see, Motivation is more than when you look at when you listen to Motivation, yeah, it's much more, according to me, it's much more than Circumference, because when you listen to Circumference, like me myself, I took time to listen to Circumference and I don't even understand. You get? I did not come to a conclusion. So I believe that out of those songs,
So in the album, which songs do you think are going to work out for you? Which song has worked for you? Because everyone have a different taste. Yes, there is Way, there is a Check, there is a
listen. For me,
Home.
For me, none of these songs have yet worked for me because I've not given it. I'm giving it a period of some small time, like a period of 1 month. Yeah. For all these the 16 songs. Let me talk about the 14 songs. Yeah, excluding Motivation and Circumference. So excluding all these things. So the 14 songs, I am giving them 1 full month. Yeah, for me to come up with my judgment whether it's gonna give it back to him or not.
Now, of course, I wanted to also ask you this one here. What do you think that should be done in order to promote the Break the Chain album?
Break the Chain album, this guy should come down on the ground. You understand?
Which ground? He wants to go international.
Why should they that's what I'm saying. See, let me tell you something. There's one thing that we don't understand. Charity begins at
home.
At home. Charity definitely begins at. So now, how do you expect this song? If this song does not break the chain here in Uganda, how is it going to break the chain the other side?
No, of course, Baby Where he has been there, has been ruling for almost 20 years. He has been at the top of the game.
Listen.
Now, this time here, he's trying to break the chain, wants to go international.
Listen, Mosh.
Yes.
We have Joshua Baraka, who is currently based that side, and he has his connections. Do you know that the influence that Joshua Baraka has that side is much better more than the one of Biebekul? Yes. Though Biebekul has been there for 25 years in the industry, and he has been moving that side. Do you know that Joshua Baraka has more influence? Why? He's based that side. He has the connections. There's no way he's gonna be, like looking for more. Talking about the song that he did with Joshua Baraka, that one there, I have no doubt with that. Because first of all, Joshua Baraka really has a team that he works with. You get me?
So it's like you are saying that Bebego should give more money to Joshua Baraka to promote the album.
Yes.
Because now Joshua Baraka has more connections outside.
Joshua Baraka has more connection outside than Adosope. Yeah? One of the biggest media personality in UK. That you remember when we talked about
that Nigerian, yeah.
The Nigerian who came and who hosted the listener
media
party.
Personnel, yeah.
Yes. So now I believe that is the reason that's why he invited him, because now definitely they always say when you scratch my back, what do? I scratch back your back. So now what Bebe Cool should do is that give more money to this guy, this Nigerian guy. Yeah, and Joshua Baraka. He should get closer to Joshua Baraka. I know he's already closer to Joshua Baraka. Ask Joshua Baraka, how can my songs penetrate here? And definitely, a budget will be given. Yeah, a budget will be given. Then if a budget is if he happens to beat up with the budget, trust me, it's gonna work out.
But somebody was saying that Baby Cool should have done this thing maybe way back, rather than waiting for all this.
You had his statement.
Now, I wanted to ask you: is it really proper? Someone saying that he should have given this chance to maybe a new talent that maybe a new talent, promoting these young ones here, because right now with his age now becoming other
a breakthrough at the evening hour.
At the international now, people are saying that for him needs to stick maybe to move with Joshua Baraka. Whatever Joshua Baraka is going to perform maybe in the UK,
he should curtain raise.
It should be the curtain raiser. Is it really improper? Because can he accept? Because Baby Cool
let me tell you something, Mosh.
Baby Cool doesn't want someone to squeeze him down.
Mosh. See, there's a way. Let me give you an example. When you happen to marry someone's daughter, there's a way when you go to that person's home. There's a way she will become superior. You understand? Anything. Of course, she has been dancing to your tune this side. Yeah, as the man of the house. So now, going to her home, you have to follow her, her ways of doing things. You get? So now, if that person spoke his or her mind, Baby Cool of being the curtain raiser, wherever Barrios or Barak is going to perform, he should always be there to show his face, so that he can sell his music. Because without that, I think I'm on that person's side. So
you want Baby Cool to be a curtain raiser?
Because there's no way.
An artist who has not even been in the field in the industry for more than 5 years.
Influence.
No, look here. Baby Cool has been there 25 years. Joseph Barak has not been there even more than 5 years.
More than 5 years. But what are the impact? What impact does he have?
No, of course, what we're trying to weigh is Baby Cool, as you say, you want him to become a curtain raiser. Wherever Joseph Barak is having a show, he should just maybe start.
That is, if he wants.
Should you say but not curtain raising? No. It's like
performing alongside
performing
him.
Along.
Yes.
Like now for him, before Joseph Baraka steps on stage, Baby Cool maybe first comes and the sample the album, some few songs before they do the collab.
Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example.
So to give him a hand. But to me, I still feel that the Baby Cool that I know
will not accept that.
I don't think that he can do that.
No, the thing is, the question comes here: can Baby Cool hold a show that is successful? That's it. That is the first question. Now, second, can Joshua Baraka do the same? In UK, can Joshua Baraka do so? Now, if Joshua Baraka can do so, pull a crowd of 1,000 people. Don't you think that one day it will be a privilege to Baby Cool to perform? We have seen so many guys here, even here in Arua, it happens. You see, a big artist comes, these other ones would want to go and show their faces. Sometimes free of charge. So Baby Cool will be performing free of charge. He will transport himself. You get? Transport himself in order to sell. That is already one way or the other of budgeting himself. He has put already a budget, for all those. So now meaning that if there's a show that Joshua Barak is going to perform, then definitely, if he happens to call him,
but Sarge,
then he should come up with the budget.
I'm getting you, Sarge. You put yourself in Baby Cool's shoe. Joshua Barak is just like your son.
My son, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You've been in the industry. You sing you've been singing for the last 25 years. You have been doing music in your country here. There's no any other person who doesn't know Baby Cool in the entire East Africa here.
In East Africa?
In East Africa, yes. Even outside the East Africa. But right now, the good thing that I like with the Break the Chain, why I'm saying that by chance, never know. They may even be around 5, or if it gets around, let me say 2 or 4 songs that works out in the album, it's a very big achievement. Reason being that most of the people who have these albums here, we rarely get them. We rarely get this song. Maybe you can have sometimes you can have only one song, a lead song that makes maybe sells out at the album. You remember the one of Timeless, the one of Davido. At first, we were on feelings. Then we
yeah.
came to one of the songs called No Competition. Yeah. Now it is the driving force of that album, actually, in that timeless album of the Davido. So this time here, I was trying to look around. I was trying to weigh all these songs here with the 16 songs. I was saying now, among these songs here, yes, the sound, yes, the sound has changed. Now, the music, which music among the songs, which songs do we think that is going to make sure that which song is going to drive the album? So that at least one hit among the 16 songs, one hit that's going to drive the album. And I was also thinking that how are they going to promote this? Because one of the things that they came up, the strategy that they're laying out is media tour. There is going to have a media tour in UK. Is also having a media tour in the USA, and so on. Maybe also in some parts of Africa. But to me, I was trying to look into that media tour to what extent is the media tour that is going to do, going to give him mileage. So I had a feeling that there was some small thing that I didn't feel that it should have been there in the listening party, especially like now the songs, they're still in audio form. They should have come with the lyrics of the song on that very day. You get what I'm saying?
Played on the screen.
Yeah, they are played on the screen. So because everyone is not. Some people, their ears can listen, but they cannot listen keenly. So when the lyrics are displayed on the song is playing, but the lyrics we are seeing them on the screen, people easily can understand some of these songs here. That's one. Two, I had a feeling that since this is a break the chain, we are breaking maybe the border, the barriers in Ugandan music industry. So I had a feeling that he should have invited more media personnel within the neighboring countries. We would have been,
Kenya, Tanzania,
yes, he would have
Rwanda.
invited the media personnel in Tanzania, Kenya,
Even Congo.
Congo, and other
South
places.
Sudan.
So you would have find that the whole of East Africa would have been talking about the Break the Chain album. So that you find that everyone was actually this media person, if they had come for that listening party. Right now, it should have been maybe East African thing whereby everyone is talking about break the chain, because they have been invited and they've got some money. So that should have been the first step to me, to make sure the break chain.
So now you're coming back to the question that I said,
And now, what I'm disagreeing is the issue of media tour that is going to make they have to go to USA and maybe launch the song for some of the media houses in the USA, in the UK, and so on. I feel like one day I will not give much.
But do you remember what Edo Sope said?
The visibility that we want for this.
Edo Sope said, one of the media personalities in UK, he said, for him to be able to get, to play or to get our music, the African music played that side, it was through a very narrow way. Whereby you first
what I like with this media person, this Nigerian guy here, is one of the guys who has tried to push so much Afro music to let me say to international level. So he's one of the biggest guys who has been trying as much as possible.
You had made it. You had a statement that it was not easy because you will first have to change the lyrics, to something that they can understand. They will be knowing that before it plays on here. Then definitely, how much does Baby Cool have for the media tour? Because definitely,
of course, Baby Cool. Baby Cool has that money. There's no doubt about him. I think.
Then secondly, is he doing that thing to get back the money? That is another thing. So now, because first of all, I don't know whether he's gonna get it online. Yeah. Maybe getting it online, but because when you look at that, and because there are a lot we are supposed to be discussing about this, but
I want you to understand one thing, that Baby Cool is not doing this thing for himself alone. That's why he was able to invite some of these artists to listen to the songs which are in the album before official launch on that very day when we had the listening party. I think Baby Cool is doing this one here to show Ghana there's something that is missing in our music. And what is missing in our music is the sound. The sound that we have is not good enough to penetrate the international market. That's one of the reasons why we have good music, but cannot penetrate. For example, someone can be having a music, maybe in Nigeria, can be playing some Afro beat from Nigeria, is playing. Then he said that maybe he lands on maybe a Chameleon, as one of the greatest musicians, maybe in
but you find that the
East
sound
Africa.
differs.
Then when he puts in, he said, he said, this sound here, then the sound can demoralize by this. It's not only here, maybe in Uganda, where we're not bothered about the sound. Because people, they follow that at least there's some certain standard of a sound that they need. So definitely, I think Baby Cool, he has really, to me, he has given us a challenge now. All the artists now, you have a challenge.
They have a challenge.
Yes, they have a challenge. No, yeah, they have now a task to perform, to make sure at least now, since Baby Cool has already shown them why our music is not selling internationally, and why other like people like Joseph Baraka they are really selling internationally, because of the sound. The sound that we have here is not good. So right now, since now he has started it, can others follow? The likes of Swans Avenue, can they have a better sound? Swans Avenue, they have so many artists who are under their record label.
They have around 5.
So they can they, because we have the like of Chitaka, who is really doing good music. Yeah, we have the likes of Azawi, Winnie Nwaji, Vinka, they are all doing well. So the only thing is the music is they have good music, but the challenge is the sound. So can they get that sound that they need to make sure that they hit the international market?
And of course, Baby Cool has given us a task to perform as Ugandan artists, and of course, not only Ugandan artists but East African artists. We have seen some of the East Africa artists. They have really penetrated the market there. But now, how can Ugandan music penetrate to the other market? Of course, already a challenge has been put on table. But you failed
to answer me. I told you that which songs should we start with in the album?
Because
this is now a Ugandan thing. There's 16 songs. You know them very well.
But when you look at Baby Cool, before we go for the break, when you look at Baby Cool, the focus of Baby Cool right now, as we talk, is not Uganda.
No, what I'm saying,
it's not even East Africa.
What I'm saying right now, the songs which are in the album, there is A Boy Like Me, there's Zero Omission, there's Check, that's featuring Joseph Baraka, there's Games featuring DJ Edu, there's Hips Don't Lie, there's Home, there's Body Bounce, there's Save My Soul, Circumference, then Motivation. All right. Hidden Agenda, African Love, that is featuring Yemi Alade, then Wait, Lost Affection, then Rectangle Love. So for which song among these songs here? Which song should we start with?
For me,
because this is a collective effort to make it.
If you ask me, the one of Yemi Alade and the one of Joshua Baraka, these are the songs that you should start with. Why? Because that one there, Yemi Alade will have to promote that song in Nigeria. You understand? Yeah. Then Joshua Baraka.
When she's given money.
Then that's one way or the other that will allow that song penetrate that side of Nigeria. And then Joshua Baraka with the collaboration, because definitely they'll be knowing that this sound, this is Baby Cool collaborating with.
And I think the good thing with right now that he collab with Joseph Baraka. I think Joseph Baraka should be at the same money. Make sure that every time when he tries to promote that music. I think the big size will be hard. People say, who is this one here? Who sings like this? So at least to say, like sometimes we go online. You are looking for some music for some specific artist. You say now, okay, I'm looking for maybe for example, you're looking for Burna Boy's music. Then you find that maybe he's having some song, maybe he has featured some artist like
you'd
that.
want to know that
you
artist.
Want to know that artist. And then you go and click on that artist there, maybe YouTube account. You get his songs.
You get the song.
Then when you get the song, you find the sound is bad.
That's why I was like saying the two songs should be first. The one of Yemi Alade and Joshua Baraka.
To introduce me at the international level.
Those are the two songs. Otherwise, the rest of the songs. Trust me, the ones with the DJ Edu.
But again, I think the one with DJ Edu has been one of the songs that has worked for me, by the way. I've listened to all these songs here, but the one which has worked for me, I think Check, featuring Joseph Baraka, it has really worked for me. Then, let me see here. Then I think Wait also has worked for me somehow. Rectangular Love, didn't work for me. Then Zero Omission also worked for me. You know me, I'm a DJ. I like beats. So without the beats, I don't feel like the song, because if I'll give the song my attention to listen to the meaning, what maybe the story of the content. I can give it maybe a listening ear when I know the beats are really good or they're on point that I want. So those are the 3 songs that maybe I have selected maybe in this album here.
But of course, according to Moji, 3 songs, but according to Saj MC, the only guy that speaks in capital letter, I only have 2 collaborations that I can talk about right now when he wants to penetrate the other bigger market that he thinks so. But of course, charity begins at home. If I were Baby Cool, I would first start home. Home what? I don't mean only Uganda, but East Africa at large.
When you talk about East Africa, who doesn't know Baby Cool in East Africa?
But of course, there's knowing Baby Cool. There's knowing Baby Cool as Baby Cool. Then there's also knowing the Break the Chain as an album.
No, Break the Chain. The Break the Chain is just to cross the borders. It is at the international level. We're looking at international level because here, every person who has been in the industry, who knows this industry of Uganda here, they know very well that Baby Cool is a big size, is somebody who has been singing for last 25 years.
So now let's say that
you don't need now to market this one at home here. What we are looking at is marketing it outside Uganda. So we're not looking at home here. Here at home, Baby Cool has so many songs like Love Me Every Day. It has been a hit all over. Who doesn't know that? He has done so many reggae music. He has done so many dance hall. He has done he has Wire and so on. You have seen. So this time here, we are looking at an international market.
And of course, let's rest the case of Baby Cool, Break the Chain. We are looking at an international market that's said by Mosh. But for me, I still remains on where I stood. But of course, let's first go for a music break. And when we come back, and of course, we shall be having talking point. Of course, as we all know, Diamond Platinum, the guy who created one of the biggest sin in Uganda, and of course, eventually, his Nika and the longer happened this week, and at the same time, Eddie Kenzo calling upon open debate with Azawi. And remember, Azawi and Eddie Kenzo, they all came from the ghetto, and Eddie Kenzo is Azawi's mentor, and of course, and then at the same time, John Black and Nathan, these are the guys who are also coming up with the album. And I'm telling you, this will all be coming in the second half of the show. But for now, let's take it back to music. And when we bounce back, keep it right there on Westside Television, Star Times, channel 477. And of course, CHUKU Satellite, we are on channel 0073 and Azam TV. You can as well catch up with us on channel 369 YouTube. Subscribe and ring the bell. And of course, on Facebook, all social media platforms. Just type Westside Television, then you can catch up with us. As we speak right now, we are live on YouTube. In case your power happens to go off, you can as well tune to your phone and you catch up with us live. I see we never any we mirabusiel and we could in Westside Television kubanche we're making sure ania wakeli lemene kore kukore machulu wachania kore eh. And of course, this is the first edition of this very particular month. A fresh Monday. You know, we always give you the best each and every single time, and I believe that this month is gonna be one of the blessed month. And you know, because with the weather itself, you know, African weather, when you look at the weather and a lot of things, I believe that it shows that it's gonna be a beautiful one. And of course, away from that, in Uganda, charity always begins at home. I love the fact that I love where I come from, the country that I come from. I do really love it with each and every single thing. Our president, the presidential advisor on creatives, that is Eddie Kenzo, you know, the president of Federation. Yeah. And of course, he called upon an open debate. You know, he wants to have a debate with Azawi, an open debate with Azawi. And of course, this comes back to, you know, when according to Azawi, she wants it to, if it's open, then it should be in a ghetto. Not that in Sheraton or any other big hotel, but it should be in a ghetto where they all started from, when they never had a single coin in their pocket. So now, let me first ask you, we all know that Azawi was mentored by, you know, by Eddie Kenzo, you know? And Eddie Kenzo mentored, you know, let me say, generally nurtured her into the music. And now they are to come for an open debate. What do you expect out of that debate?
First of all, I haven't followed so much that story, but what I will say, if it's about entertainment, music, and so on, I think it's a good one. You know, it's always good to share ideas. Reason being that you may not know what the other person is maybe thinking about the industry. Yeah, it's also good sometimes to have that kind of open debate. But I would love it so much when they bring in more artists. It's not be centered within the two artists in a way that at least if they can bring in more people who have a very big experience, people like Bebe Cole, Jose Chameleon, the likes of Eddie Kenzo, because he had represented Uganda very well in the international market. Though at a certain point, I feel that he relaxed a little bit. That's why you see Diamond has really taken over. Yes, of course, that's the fact on the ground. You know, Eddie Kenzo was there. Diamond was in the whole of East Africa, people were talking about Eddie Kenzo. But later when he relaxed a little bit, I think from the day when he was appointed, he was appointed as the president of the federation. I think he relaxed a little bit. He wanted first maybe to set things which were not right in the country here about the industry musically. But I think that one made him, it gave him a lot of work, and he forgot because where he had reached, he should have pushed more, and maybe pull hands of others from down here. So at least I think he relaxed a little bit, but now you see now Diamond now is really now up there.
On top,
yes,
on the peak.
He's really up there now.
So now talking about that, why do you think that Azawi decided, came up with openly that saying that if it's an open debate, then it should take place in the ghetto?
Yeah, of course. One thing that I want to say is that, Serge, I want you to understand that you are an entertainer, like me, like any other person. Most times, people who give us money, people who support our concerts, people who support music, most of the time these are guys from the ghetto because they have the time. These rich people here, sometimes they have no time. They don't have time to come and sit and watch show for something like 4 or 5 hours. They don't have that time because they are ever busy. Now the people in the ghetto, they always want to, there's a way how they want to console themselves, maybe by attending these shows here, relieving themselves from the pain. Maybe sometime back there, you know, what happens in the ghetto. There are so many stories to tell, but in the ghetto, you know, we go through a lot. So to forget about your problem within that time there, you tend to say, the little man that I have here, let me go and support a brother who also is also a member of the ghetto. And at the same time, I also enjoy myself because you don't know, life is short. Anytime when I go, at least I go and I'm satisfied.
When you're satisfied.
In Uganda, we have said that it is that the akafo mukuto. It means that the one who dies when he's satisfied does not even feel the pain. I don't know how you say it in
the ones who died when he's
satisfied, doesn't feel the pain.
He doesn't feel the pain.
Akafo mukuto. Tikaruluma. It doesn't pain when so that's the, I don't know how to translate it.
But of course, according to me, and you see, having an open debate
in the ghetto,
which would have been the best. Why? Because this is where they all started from. Yeah, they all came from the ghetto, and of course, sharing their experience in the ghetto with the ghetto people, giving them the hope that how much long you stay in the ghetto, but there's always one day that you're gonna come out of that ghetto, and once you're out of the ghetto, there's a way you need to preach the gospel, you know, of the ghetto. But me, one way or the other, I agree with that is Azawi of accepting. You know, she accepted because according to her, that is what she has been waiting for. You know, that's what she has been waiting for Eddie Kenzo to call up. You know, an open debate. The
challenge here is, you know, Serge, one thing that I want to appeal to all the artists here. Sometimes, you know, it's not good for you to come up straight openly. To come openly and declare maybe in a political, let me say, party. It doesn't mean that I've been seeing so many artists doing that mistake. it's not good to come and declare, okay, I belong to this party, I belong that party, I belong this one here. It affects a lot. What I've learned is, I can give you example, Bebe Cool. Bebe Cool, I think, for him since day one, he has just been there in yellow. But it has affected him so much in the music career. People love the music, but when it comes to that side, other people feel they don't want to associate with him. Yes, sometimes he puts a lot of work and what, but people appreciate later. That's why even you see many people have realized that that's what has been letting us down. Like Zida Bafana, you saw when he was trying to give a comment about, he was talking about, I think, Eddie Kenzo, that he was talking about Bebe Cool and Eddie Kenzo, how they have whatever the transition that they are trying to bring in the industry. I think he had a point, but now my challenge, he came when he was putting on, let me say, he was putting on noob attires. So when you have an issue, a national issue you want to present, everyone to listen to you. You don't need to identify yourself with any party. You speak as Ziza Bafana, speak as Bebe Cool, without identifying yourself with any party. Because Ziza Bafana came when he was fully dressed in noob attires.
So now, as we talk,
I have a feeling that he would even have more listeners when he had come in the casual clothes than putting on identify. Yeah, no, everybody. Actually, in entertainment here, you personally, just you jumping, putting on some colors. Yes, it affects. Someone may at first someone may love your music so much, but once you do that, the morale goes down.
And of course, the morale goes down. Time, 19 minutes to the top of the hour. That is 7 p.m. That's when we shall be having the Nile cast that will be coming on your. But before that, as we wrap up with for me, I would say it would be best if Kenzo accepts to do the open debate at the ghetto, where the ghetto will be, there will be very many ghetto youths.
Sarge, you break it down. You're talking about open debate. Open debate about what?
About the life, about the ghetto youths. About the ghetto youths, actually. About the ghetto youths, because this is what, according to Azawi, this is what she has been waiting for all along. When you're talking about the political party, we all know that these people there, Azawi also has her own, and also at the same time, Eddie Kenzo, both of the party knows where they belong. That is not definitely what we are to get right now. Yeah.
Of course, one thing that I know is that Azawi, she's so much into ghetto. She loves ghetto people because they're the people who have raised her.
That's where she came from.
No, all of us, we come from ghetto, but sometimes we may not get that support. But when you remember that it is the people of ghetto who have put you where you are, then you need to respect that. It doesn't mean that is the kind of respect and even giving back. Like someone can ask you, such that all along we have been supporting you. What have you given back?
What impact?
What have you given back? We have been supporting you, other names, the presenter here on CHUKU CHUKU, Western Television. What have you given back to the people who are watching us right now? So it comes back to you. That's the only way, by communicating, by, let me say, showing people that you are like them. But to elevate yourself from poverty and maybe rise up, it's time that nothing is impossible. You can wake up in the morning and do right things, and you get somewhere.
Waking up in the morning, I think Azawi made the right choice because of the ghetto youths, taking the open debate for to the ghetto. That's the request that she's requesting from the brother. That is let me say her mentor. That is Eddie Kenzo. Away from that, because time is not on our side. Away from that, I wanted us to weigh out, Yana. Talking about should I say the big three or the big four in East Africa? And talking about, trying to look at that is Diamond Platinum, Bebe Cool, Big Size, Eddie Kenzo, and Dr. Jose Chameleon. Let's leave along the politicians in this. These four guys. Whom do you think is a kinder, in this when it comes to East African music? Oh, we add on down. This is Harmonize. Whom do you think it's your number one?
Yeah, of course, one, the fact on the ground right now is the Diamond Platinum is now the biggest East African artist. Is now the one holding the flag. As earlier on I said before that this is the man, at least every year is giving us a hit in Uganda. We dance the tunes that even you don't understand. He sings these things in Kiswahili, but you find that we vibe on actually almost now 4 years or 5 years back. We have been dancing, he has been giving us music in Uganda. Imagine having a hit in a country that even you don't belong to, or in a country that you are not born in. How many Ugandan music do you think play in Tanzania? Hits that what are playing in Tanzania. It's a blessing to hear someone from a different country, your song being overplayed in another country. And it is played not only that, maybe it is played by, it plays everywhere. That's a lot of work. So as you have brought this one here, I don't know whether you want us to compare the wealth over the brand. I don't know where you want me to compare, because if we start comparing the brand, I think Diamond Platinum is very, 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 very far. So actually, Eddie Kenzo, as I said before, Eddie Kenzo had the chance. He was up there before Diamond Platinum, but the problem was when the chance that was there, he did not utilize it well, because he relaxed a little bit, and that relaxation made him now to calm down. But I think Diamond, he has done very well. He's really pushing so hard, and he's continuing giving us more hits. Even this year, he's already having a hit, and he has done collaborations. You know what he did? He had a collaboration with Koffi Olomide. Wow! He wanted to tap that market in France.
Which he did?
Which he did, and even now in France, they know who he is. But you may even go to France and ask maybe some of these artists I've mentioned here.
They don't know them.
They don't know them. I'm telling you. You go in France, you ask some of the things, who am I talking about? They live in Rwanda. But you talk about Diamond Platinum.
So let's talk about connection. Let's talk about connection. Connection, Diamond Platinum, BB Cool, Eddie Kenzo, and Dr. Jose Chameleone. Who has more connection?
Diamond has more connection.
Still comes back.
He has more connection than all of them. Then two, I think Eddie Kenzo can follow. Then the third one, I think BB Cool.
Dr. Jose Chameleone comes last?
No, yes. Reason being that Jose Chameleone is one of the most talented artists that we have in East Africa. Most talented. But he's so much, he's so much reserved.
Not in Africa.
Jose Chameleone, I rank him as #1 in Africa. I don't know why people are putting they are putting Burna Boy as #1. But me, Jose Chameleone is my #1 artist in Africa.
Your #1?
My #1.
Not people's #1.
The guy who has been there, who has given us a lot of good music, not only for Chameleone. Now you can imagine now he has been in Rwanda. Do you know what happened there in Rwanda? So many people, and now the challenge we have here is one. So you know, one of the challenges we have is, like you see now, when Chameleone was in Rwanda, he hit even in the stadium. Now again, when you come back here, you start now performing in a small bar of around 200 people or 500 people. Yet even there you are hitting over 20,000 people. But now you are coming to performing. These are some of the things that what we call about branding.
But so, when it comes to branding,
now the challenge here is you in Rwanda, you sang for over 20,000 people in the stadium. You have come back to Uganda, you are now singing for 200 people in a club. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's certain thing that you say, this is not my level. You just say, this one here, I'm not going to sing for 500 people or 1,000 people. I need to sing more. That's what we have failed to identify ourselves. Diamond, you cannot bring one, you cannot bring and say, let me come and just sing for around the world.
So definitely, Diamond comes at #1 when it comes to connections.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then it comes #1 when it comes to giving us being the biggest in Africa in Africa, according to you.
No, let me ask you, Serge. You personally, I want you to tell me, Where do you think that this song of Diamond has not been playing? What? With Kofi?
Everywhere.
Okay. Tell me, which other artists among the have mentioned whose song is playing all over Africa than the one of Diamond?
None.
And which song?
None.
That's already you have given us the answer. So there is no way you're going to tell me that. Let me tell you, we need to one of the things that which is making us to whatever, which is making us not to improve is we still have that feeling that I've been there and I've been the best and I'm still the best.
You've been there, you've been the best, and
yes.
you're still the best.
Yes. Now
that's what is killing us.
But once you believe that at least now you've been there, and one of the things that you should know that there are so many people who are coming up. Such you have been an MC. There is other MC that have just started there, and they need that space that you are occupying, and they have to use that space to make sure they go where they want to reach. Now for you look at them. They'll come and make sure they hit you hard. They want you to leave for them away and they reach where they are going. So that's how what is happening. The likes of Jose Chameleone, the likes of Bebeko, the likes of Bobby Wine, they have been there. So there are some new artists.
Hitting them harder.
They are trying to hit them hard, but they are not going anywhere. One of the things, they have the money. Now when they
and of course,
that is a story for tomorrow. It's a long story.
Congratulations to our brother, that is Anasim, that Diamond Platinum, of tying another. In life, there are so many things that happens in life, and when I always tell people that when you reach that very particular bridge, you always have to cross it. There have been a lot of rumors about Diamond Platinum having an affair with one of his, his artist in one of his record label, that is Zushu. Zushu is the name of Zuhura. She's Zuhura, and of course finally they decided to tie the rope.
Nikah.
The nikah. And of course it has been a talk of the country, talk of the world, because definitely there used to be rumors that these people are dating, but it wasn't that clear. But the way they do their things, it shows clearly. Because when you look at when Diamond comes up with a song, definitely they have to make a challenge, a video challenge together. And if Zushu happens to come with a song, there's a way also they do. And their video challenges alone also was showing something of it. People were just suspecting, but finally they have broken the chain. People's. But of course, congratulations to our brother, that is Diamond Platinum, and Zuhura, that is Zushu, for tying that once again and showing the world that in life things happens.
Yeah, it's a good one. To me, I also love it because now first of all, what our religion says. Fornication is the sin.
It's a sin,
and it's the biggest sin, by the way, in Islam. Am I lying?
You are not lying.
Yeah, it's the biggest sin. So for you to continue sinning when you have the resources to make sure you can, because Nikah doesn't need much. Maybe at his level it may need much, but I think that he has taken the right choice. First of all, these are people, these are elderly people who understand it and they have been working together. I feel that it's the right time. Everything has its own time. So yeah, if they have come up with that program of tying a nikah, it's something good, because even it is this week. On Friday we're having our
you need to have halal things.
Yes, of course, you cannot just continue fornicating.
And of course, I'm talking about that. Congratulations goes to Diamond Platinum and Zushu at the same time. And of course, time comes when you decide to do something. Like Mosh said, fornication in Islam is one of the biggest sin ever. And of course, from me to you, we're gonna say bye and see you till tomorrow. And of course, tomorrow we're gonna be giving you some of more stories that will become, because of the time factor. Let's give it back to, of course, to the Nile Castle, where we're gonna be giving you the news around, around Uganda as our country. Saji MCC remains my name, DJ Mosh, the Scratch Down. Then from us, the entire team of CHUKU CHUKU, back to you. We wanna say thank you so much for watching, right from the beginning up to now.